Let me get one of them slow motion pictures, bro. One of them slow motion pictures.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on, that.
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up on by the bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like that, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Keep on sobbing, got this bitch off the hand, got the juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, it's assault. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. Hey! One way, one way, one way, one way, one way. Coming up on my I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settling? See, you locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause there's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum. Got you fuckers scared, son. Hit the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drum, black and yellow Air Ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. They was doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit, lil nigga. I'm past veteran. Never feeling third, lil nigga. I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all stepping, kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, but you doing life. These hands are rude GPS, a mean right. That's mean right, we build different, you know the vibes. And we stamped it authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a cod. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoking, so we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up on by the bullshit.
West till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I be One West to the death till they bury me. One West till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy and get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he a domino. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical. Guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars. I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid. Shit has gotten retarded since all the dominance of one west rising to prominent. Cause I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupons for Uber. Rhymes hard like they been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let the semi holler. The showstopper been as proper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm going, I'm off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modify the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's working mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when they heat's on, none of them can get to the fire around with me. And I had a nigga spin like a tire, but down the D, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because UP. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
Khan. Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Shem Yahshua to the brothers. Yahweh Shema Alatham Bashem Yahshua to the sisters. Okay, we are the ISUPK, established 1969 out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. You know what I'm saying? We under commanding General Yohana. Okay, I am priest, your humble servant, priest and officer, Isaiah Allah. Okay, and it's our job, right, to, help our people out. That's all. Our people down and out. We're in a place, we're in a place in time right now where we ain't never, a lot of things we ain't seen before. A lot of us are surprised, we're shocked, bamboozled even. Just looking at what's going on in the world, in these signs and times and in these days, we in the last moments, we're in the last days, as written in the Bible. Okay. And unfortunately, our Christian pastors, our leaders, entertainers, right? Politicians, our Christian pastors and so on, they're leading us into a burning building. Okay, and it's my job to scream from the top of, it's our job to scream at the top of our lungs, right? Fire, fire. That building's burning. We need to get the kids out, get the women out. You know what I'm saying? Help the brothers wake up so we could get more people out of this burning building. But our people,
right,
we're lost. Okay, we don't even know what we don't know. Okay, our eyes are closed, our ears are deaf to the truth. And it's my job to tell you the truth, bring you into the truth. all right, come into the fold, into the brotherhood, right, into the sisterhood, okay,
That's right.
to find out who you really are according to Christ, all right, because we walking around in a daze, confused. Some of us, shaken and scared and don't know what to do. We're ignorant of these facts. Ain't no one no one is gonna save us, right? We gotta lift our brothers up, lift our sisters up, cry out with a mighty voice. Okay, let the thief, the stealer, the life stealer, okay, those who unalive people or terminate souls, we have to convict them, charge them for their evil, wicked deeds. Okay. Let's go to, well, first off, let's go to Psalms 144. All right.
Oh, my God, sir.
All right.
The book of Psalms, chapter 1 and 44.
Oh, no, 144, Salaki.
Chapter 144, sir.
That's the one, Salakia. 144.
Oh, my God, sir. Chapter 1. Blessed be the Lord, my strength, which teaches my hands to war and my fingers to fight.
All right, let's keep going.
Verse 2. My goodness and my fortress, my high tower, and my deliverer, my shield, and he in whom I trust.
All right.
Who subdueth my
All right, let's keep going.
verse 3. Lord, what is man that thou takest knowledge of him? Or the Son of Man that thou makest account of him? Man is like the vanity. His days are as a shadow that passes away.
All right.
Bow thy heavens, O Lord, and come down. Touch the mountains, and they shall smoke. Cast forth lightning, and scatter them. Shoot out thine arrows, and destroy them. Send thine hand from above. Rid me, and deliver me out of great water, from the hand of strange children, whose mouth speaketh vanity.
From the
and
mouth
their right hand
of strange children. Right? Now what is a strange child? What could anybody describe what is a stranger, a strange person, strange child? Who can, give us some examples? All right, come on in.
like say in Israel, the brothers who outside, brothers and sisters outside of Israel, they don't know they Israelites.
Okay, I'll take that. But there's a lot of meanings we could derive from that, right? A strange child. You don't want somebody with bad habits, with a bad upbringing, with bad beliefs to corrupt your child. Okay, you don't want a strange child in your midst or in the midst of your loved ones. Right? It was brought out this yesterday, Shoot, Officer Yaron Ram, he brought out an excellent class last night, and he was talking about these two Edomites. You know what? They got arrested recently. They stole a car, and then they went for a joyride in that car, and you know what I mean, just having fun, being kids. You know what these Edomites did? They ran over somebody. They just started running people over. You know what I'm saying? So in this case, they ran somebody over and it happened to be a cop. You know, it could have been a chief or he was a high ranking officer, right? And that's what happens. So you let your children go to school with weirdos, weird people, or slacking.
Oh, I was just about to say,
Yeah,
tell about behavior.
right.
Okay,
Matt,
behavior.
yeah.
Bring it up in just 25 or
Please,
okay.
Adawan.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 23. Let me make sure right word. Yeah, just make sure I had the right word.
No sweat.
25, 23.
Yes, sir.
Genesis 25, 23. Okay. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb. Now, that means two nations,
God.
two different people,
Yes, sir.
and two manner of people shall be separated from the bowels. So you got two manners. So you got two different people with two different behaviors.
Right.
And notice that you got two different people with two different behaviors.
Right.
Separated in the womb. They will go out and will be separated.
Right.
We have this nation of people had this type of manner of behavior. We have this other people over here, this other type of manner of behavior.
Sir.
Just like you break it down before in Genesis, Jacob like a plain man,
Right.
like
Yeah.
like what I'm saying, drink, talk, have a good time, chill,
Right.
play the Xbox or play the computer,
Kicking
we
it.
like do stuff like that, like they be chilling.
Of course.
We know we the stronger people because we had to go through slavery,
Right.
through the fields, day in and day out, sun up and sun down. That's why that other nation and their womb chose us to do that because they can't handle it.
Can't do it.
They will be dead. That's why the other nation had to be a hunter.
Wow.
Okay, I'll break it down in Bill game terms.
Right.
Okay, the 12 tribes of Israel, we're warriors. You know what I'm saying? We had the warrior spirit.
Okay.
That's why we play basketball the best, we cook the best, and stuff like that because the Lord gave us the power to learn how to survive. Even though we are in our poverty conditions. I can see right here on Glenwood, throughout Calvert Road, throughout Decatur, throughout Atlanta, throughout Stone Mountain. I see that other nation, that's not us, the Esau nation. They be struggling bad at us. They be looking bad at us. They have
Right,
enemies and all kinds of bumps and scabs and stuff like that. I'm like, this is your country you had took over. You can't go to Joe Biden, you know what I'm saying, to ask for a job or ask him to give you some funds to fix you up a little bit.
Right.
You get your job. You ain't got an education like us. You don't have to go by, you know what I'm saying, have us struggling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We had to work extra hard. We had to be educated, extra strong, and extra healthy just to feed our families.
Right.
But you in a country that your people had came since Thanksgiving, just rob, kill, rape, and pillage. And you out in the street corner asking people for money.
God, what's that about?
Now people do that every time with the welfare system.
Right.
With the big.
Yeah.
I see you look at him.
Yeah.
He worse than 2-time loser. All you gotta do is go to the food stamp place.
It's his country. It's his home
No.
base.
You know what I'm saying? And tweet Joe Biden or something like that.
God.
You could be well off good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now what I was saying about the job role part. He's a hunter.
Right.
That's why he loves to sit in the woods, in the trees, in the bushes all day, so he can board the sun. Like those crappy bow and arrows and the guns. So he like to slaughter people from a distance.
Right.
That's what hunters do.
Right.
Like a role playing game, like a hunter, they use like a bow and arrow,
right,
or a musket or a gun, because they don't want to get close to them. You know what I'm saying? They got their weak physical defense. When we get close to them, start, you know what I'm saying, putting hands on them or doing something like that, or get some of the attributes like use a gun or a bow or knife, it's over with.
Right.
They know that. So that's why they use these scheming tactics to let us think like we just lowest on the low.
Right.
That we built that we have built this infrastructure. We have built a culture so they can survive off us. Not them doing it,
right,
but off us.
Our blood. Yeah.
So yeah.
Hey, Osiris Christ. You know what I'm saying? Excellent points. Right? Like this devil, all he needs to do is go to the barber shop. That's it. He's gonna be a homeless man. He just walk into the barber shop, get a shave, get a little or whatever, you know what I mean? Throw some water in his hair and some liquid gel, you know, smooth it up a little bit, and he walk in and he's a manager. Okay, he can walk into any retail store in America. All you gotta do is shave, get your little clean cut, you know what I mean? Get your little what's that beard thing for men? Right, well, Rogaine, get you some Rogaine. Yeah, how the one?
Just for men.
Yeah. Yeah, what you say? I'm not only a customer, I'm the president. What they say? That's all you need. You know what I mean? Just a little shake, just get a little $2 clip on tie, walk into the store. Oh, good afternoon, sir. You're the new CEO. Congratulations. That's how it is, you know what I'm saying? Man, you know, there was a Senator Bob Menendez of New Jersey, man. He just got caught. He got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, right? So he's being accused of bribery, scandals, all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he got caught with gold bars, bags of money, stuff that you see in the movies like John Wick or, you know, these spy films or what have you. So him and his wife or you know what I mean, living it up. Got brand new Mercedes Benz. They got vacations, trips, living the good life. Okay, got bags full of money. When you talking about the bag, he literally got the bag. Okay, he giving out favors to Egyptian politicians, businessmen, things like that. Right? He got it's one gold bar. I think it's worth about 150,000. Right? It's crazy. Now this guy, he's a Cuban. You know, looks like he's one of us, and I think he is mainly for the reason he was accused probably like 3 or 4 days ago. You know, recently, and I'm looking at the papers, and his court date is set for what, this week, next week. It could have been today. Right? It's his court case is coming up real soon. And that's how you know he's a brother. Okay, he's a Cuban. Right? What is that? Manasseh? Tribe of Manasseh. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it was an Edomite, blonde hair, blue-eyed devil, man, you could wait 5 years to get the case. They're trying to push Trump's case to 2024 or whatever. They're trying to push it all the way back. Okay, but us, we get a case, man. They're locking you up and they're putting you in the courtroom in 30 seconds. It's gonna be like that. what's his name? That movie Gone in 60 Seconds. Okay, Salakia. Hey, Alak, if you could, let's keep going, Baba Kashaw.
Makan, bow thy head, O Lord, and come down, touch the mountain, and they shall smoke. Fork lightning, and scatter them. Shoot out thine arrows, and destroy them. Verse 7. Send thine hand from above. Rid me and deliver me out of great water, from the hand of strange children, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood.
Good
I will
night. Let's stop right there for a minute. Their mouths speak of vanity. They speak of falsehoods. All they do is lie. All they know is wickedness and evil. Okay. Now we were talking about, right? Just like what Officer Yaron brought out last night, right? These two devil kids, these teenagers, stole a car, hijacked it, and just started running people over. And they were having so much fun, right? They were just laughing, enjoying themselves, right? When I first heard that story, I already know where they got that from, right? There's a video game out there called Grand Theft Auto, okay? Now, it's a video game. People could play and have fun, whatever. But when certain people experience these video games or movies, to them is hyper realistic. To them is like real life. Okay? And these people are so like they gotta put it in the TV shows. Do not try this at home. Okay? Stunts performed by professionals. How many times we're watching a show, a movie, it says it's a movie, it's an illustration. You know what I mean? It's not true. Do not try this at home, right? But what these devils do, they tried it at home. They went and hijacked some poor person's car, right? First off, their followers, they followed the TikTok movement of stealing Hyundai cars. So they stole a Hyundai car, you know what I mean? Did the USB trick, right? And then they went on a joyride. Right? From what I'm told, it could have been 2 or 3 people who they assaulted with their vehicles, one of which was a high ranking police officer. Right? Now, this is what happens when we, you know what I mean, give our children to the system. Okay? You go ahead and let your friend, let your children choose anybody to be friends with, hang out with anybody, and you're going to find out the hard truth, right? Now, this is a strange child, okay? It's a strange type of, like, you ever been around some people, they're just so weird. This ain't not even that, but it's just you get a vibe you don't like. You know, there's some people you just can't hang around them, man. You could say what's up, what up, what dap them, whatever. Say what's up, how you doing, and you keep it moving. You keep it brief. Okay, how's this? How's that? Okay, boom, I gotta go. Good to see you. Whatever. Right? There's some people just gotta watch. You gotta be careful. Because you go too close, you get too close to them, they're gonna bring you down. Okay. Now this guy, imagine, they just came out of school. It could have been math class. They ditched class. Okay. They went to the arcade or the skateboard park. He probably did some weed, okay, some alcohol. Then they went back to the house, watched some TV. Okay, you could just tell what people are into by how they conduct themselves. Like back in the day, you know, you could be like, hey, these kids are Beavis and Butthead kids. You could tell they're what's that, White Castle, what's that, Kumar went to White Castle. You could tell the type of, you know, what type of humor they're into. You can tell what shows they like. And having that bad spirit in them, they're gonna go ahead and be like South Park, like Cartman. Go hijack a car. Hey, let's go do this. You know what I mean? Hey, let's go. Matter of fact, let me give you another story, if I may. Right? There was two other kids, Edomites, one of which was assaulted by a police officer. I think it was Baltimore or Delaware. Right? So there, another example, hanging out with the wrong crowd. Okay, his friend said, "Hey, let's go play Ding Dong Ditch." For those who don't know, Ding Dong Ditch is what these knuckleheads that's walk around, find houses, ring the bell or knock the door, and run. Right? So they did this a few times. You feel me? So they did this a few times. They're having fun. They're kids, knuckleheads, and they rang the bell of the girlfriend of a young lady, ran, she got scared, and she called her boyfriend, the police officer, the state trooper, right? And he goes ahead, he finds him, he picks him up, he puts him in handcuffs. One of them he brutally beats, savagely assaults this 15-year-old boy, a young child. All he did was ring the bell and run. It's annoying, yeah. He shouldn't have done it, yeah. But you know what I mean? You don't beat the kid to an inch of his life. Okay? Now that's what's going on when we hang around strange children. Okay, we follow the habits of cultures and people we ought not even come close to. Okay, and we learn the hard way, right? You know what I mean? What's going on? All right, Salak, let's keep going, Baba Kashar.
Come on, come, verse verse 9. I will sing a new song unto thee, O God, upon a upon
Sultry.
and in upon psaltery
All right.
and an instrument of 10 strings will I sing praises unto thee.
An instrument of 10 strings. What is that? What's an instrument? Who can tell us what's an instrument of 10 strings? Well, give us an example.
Oh, Salakia, sir.
All right, come on in.
Would that be a harp?
That's good. I was thinking guitar, but that's good too. All right. So pretty much people talking about, you know what I mean, Bible's boring and all this and that. We got musical bands. We got people who sing, who dance. King David, what, he played the guitar, didn't he? Right? He sang, he danced, he wrote psalms, he wrote poetry to the ladies. Okay, right? So we got that. You know what I mean? So we got guitars, musical instruments. All right, let's keep going.
Come, sir. Verse 10. It is he that giveth salvation unto kings, who delivereth David his servant from the hurtful sword.
It is he that giveth salvation unto kings. Right? People talk about, man, you need to talk to the electoral college. You need to talk to the senators, the governors, this and this and that. You need to, go to the people and get votes. Right? There's a lot of things you got to do to become a president, the highest ranking official of the government, right? President. There's so many things you got to do. You got to talk to so many other people to get that status. Okay? But it is the divine right of the Most High power of Israel to raise kings. He's not talking about a president. Okay, you could just vote a president in, vote him out 4 years later. or 8 years later. But we're talking about kings. All right, let's read that one more time. Salakia.
Come on, it is he that giveth salvation unto king, who delivereth David his servant from the hurtful sword.
Okay, it is he. It is the Lord that can save a king. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody could touch a king, right? He's a king. He's the monarch, right? Ain't nobody could touch him. The Lord can. Okay, he's no respecter of persons. He'll let you know quick, fast, in a hurry, right? You could get touched. You could get touched. He could do it. Okay, that's what this. You at a point you feel like, oh man, things are going good. My money's right. My shorty's straight. My little kid going to school. He going to college. He doing all right. You know what I mean? We just made a profit of 10%, 40%, 50% this year, this quarter. You about to invest in this and that. You feeling confident. You feeling good. You feel like you got some pump in your muscles. You feeling juicy. What they say? You feeling swarthy, right? But the Lord could bring you down. Okay, you feel yourself a little too much. He'll take some air out of your bubble. He'll deflate your balloon a little bit and let you float. Okay, and if you know what I mean, if you know what I mean, if you go past the line, you cross the line, he might even mock you and laugh at you, like Proverbs 126. Right, so let's keep going.
11. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children,
That's right. Keep going.
whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood, that our sons may be as plants grown up in their youth, that our daughters may be as cornerstones, polished after the similitude of a palace.
All right. All right. So, we would all hope for, wish for, and dream of our sons growing up to be strong, smart, capable. You know what I mean? Our daughters to be smart, courageous, capable. You know what I mean? To carry on the lessons, the traditions that we instill upon them. Okay, now this is what the Lord can do for you. He not only can he raise your sons and daughters into mighty, capable, strong, wonderful, you know what I mean, children of Zion. He can also raise kings. Okay, he can raise queens. He can put down queens. He can make castles crumble and make them rise again. All right, let's keep reading.
And we'll come to verse 13, that our garners may be full, according of affording all manner of store, that our sheep may bring forth thousands and 10,000 in our streets.
All right, now we pray that the Lord bless our hands. Okay, bless the hands of the school, bless the hands of the men and women that serve the Lord. They put work into this body of Christ. Okay, so that we may see and receive thousands and yea, tens of thousands. Okay, because we serve the Lord. Okay, he'll reward you. His blessings. Let's keep going.
Verse 14, that our oxen may be strong to labor, that there be no breaking in, nor going out, that there be no complaining in our streets.
That there be no complaining in our streets. Now, everybody knows there's that one, what is it, chatty Cathy, All right, that complainer Charlie. You know what I mean? Everybody's complaining. He's always got something going on. Oh, I got two left feet. I can't dance. He's always complaining about something, and she's always complaining about something, gossiping. Don't you know? And when you see them coming, oh, I gotta go. Oh, I gotta use the bathroom. Oh, it's my lunch break. I gotta. Nobody wants to be around a complainer, right? Nobody likes that type of stuff, right? And we pray that our oxen be strong, right? Now, when somebody describes a car, what's the first thing you say? You say, "Oh, it's got 200 horsepower," so on and so on. But back in the day, we had oxen, we had sheep, we had horses. Okay, that was our, you know what I mean. That was our livelihood. Okay, you pray that your oxen is strong and it's working. Just like today, you wake up in the morning, you pray that your car don't stall when you're going to work. Okay, you're gonna have to give your boss an excuse. All right, you pray that it's cold outside. You want a car to start. Okay, whatever. You put $5 in the gas tank, and you pray is enough to get you to work because you know you ain't got no more money, right? So that's how we live, just trying to survive. One day, 1 minute, 1 hour to the next. Salaki, let's keep going.
Our concept, that there be no complaining in our streets. Verse 15. Happy is that people that is in such a case. Yea, happy is that people whose God is the Lord.
Listen, if the Lord is with you, you'll be happy. You'll be smiling. You know what I mean? They're gonna have some hard times. There's gonna be some challenges. You know what I mean? It's not a perfect life. You know what I mean? Money's not gonna rain down from the sky. Okay, but you're with the Lord. The Lord is with you. Oh man, there's joy that you can't even describe. You know what I mean? Your life experience is on a level that, you know what I mean, I can't even tell you. Right? So Lucky. Let's go to Romans 6:14. Baba Kashab. Right? Because we gotta learn, we gotta know the truth of the gospel, the good news. Okay, good news is you are the nation of Israel, the lost people of the book. Okay, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay, as it is written in the book. All right, got that verse?
Our concept.
All right,
Romans. Our concept.
all right.
Chapter 6 and verse 14. For sin shall not have dominion over you, for ye are not under the law, but under grace.
All right, you go to 15.
What then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace? God forbid.
God forbid. Okay, people talk about confusion and, people just don't understand the Bible. They don't understand the words of our fathers because the words of our fathers were meant for the ears of his sons. That's why they don't get it, and they'll never will. Okay, there is no confusion. There is no, double stand or craziness that they talk about. It's just, you know what I mean, people out there who they went to a seminary, they went to a Bible college, they got a 12-step program, they read 50 pages, and now they think that they're freaking Pope Bishop Pius the Third. All right. But the truth is, Christ, all right, who in the ancient Hebrew, Yahawashah, he didn't go to school, he didn't go to college, seminary school, not for that. Okay. He was taught, he was raised by the same Father who raises kings, who gives kings salvation. That's who raised Christ, Yahushua, in the Bible. Okay, so Salaki. Oh, no, let's go to verse 1. Salaki.
Romans chapter 6 and verse 1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound?
All right, let's go to 2.
God forbid. How shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein?
Okay, God forbid. That's what we just read. It's the same thing. It doesn't change. You know, it might be said a different way in a different verse or different chapter, but it's the same thing. All right. An excellent point was brought out yesterday, right? About the New Testament. Well, I mean, a lot of folks, these New Testament Israelites, they only read the New Testament, okay, for whatever reason, right? Now, you know, Christ, who spoke in the New Testament, can anybody tell me what book did he read from? Christ read from the Old Testament, right? So people don't even put those things together, right? This is common sense. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 50, Bab Kushar. All right.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Okay. That's what this beast is. He's a heartless, cruel, just savage, unhuman, just really unpleasant. How many uns could we say to describe this? It's incredible, right? And that is our oppressor, a beast. Okay, you throw him a bone, he'll probably throw 2 back. That's the type of beast he is. He's just hungry, savage, bone collector. All right, let's go to the next verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 51. And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil for the increase of thy kind, or flock, or thy sheep, until he hath destroyed thee.
Good night. He's a type of wicked, evil, criminal bastard. He'll sneak into your apartment. He know you got one more Pampers for your baby, just one diaper left, and he'll steal it. Okay, he knows you got one more little loose leaf in your book bag to do your homework. He'll probably pick it up, he'll tear it up and burn it. Okay, he's the type of devil. He believes in a policy called scorched earth. Basically, what that means is if I'm leaving planet Earth, I'm done. I'm being unalived. I'm being terminated, neutralized. I'm being taken off of here. I might as well burn the whole planet with me, right? He said, "Well, if I can't have it, you can't have it." Right? So many times I'm watching a movie and the bad guy says, right, and he's trying to kidnap the girl, the damsel in distress. He's trying to oppose the hero of the film, and he'll take the girl and he's gonna, terminate her or neutralize her, unalive the person. And before he does it, he'll scream out, "If I can't have her, Nobody can have her, right? So they'll destroy the whole water well. They'll put poison in the water, the reservoir, so everybody could drink and be sick and ill and pass away, right? So it's like if I can't go to heaven, nobody is going to heaven. If I'm not the chosen people, then you are Negroes, right? You're African Americans, okay? In other words and epithets, wetbacks, right? All types of stuff that they call us out of our true name, you know, the chosen, all right? Israel, okay? That is your true name. But he won't call you that. He'll say you from Compton. Okay, now you're Black and East. All types of nonsense that he'll tell you to keep you away, okay, from your inheritance. All right. Let's go to the next verse. Salak.
Wakasa, verse 52. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates until thy high and fence walls come down, wherein thou trust throughout all thy land.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, he's the same devil that's gonna tear down your gates. Our gates languish. He'll destroy your security, and then he'll turn around and say, "Hey, where's the security in here? I don't feel safe." You know what I mean? That's the type of devil he is. Okay, he'll tear down your gates, invade, besiege your people, and then turn around saying, why are you complaining? You lost, right? And when it happens to him, oh, this is terrorism. This is bad. This is a travesty. Never forget, right? For us, hey, get over it, man. Come on, guy. Come on, buddy boy. Get over it. You lost. That's get with the winning team, right? But with them, oh, this was a terrible act, a great injustice. The somber. Every time you watch something, what did it say? Every time there's a tragedy, well, this is so and so at ABC News, and we are a somber moment. It's a somber event. It is all surreal. That's all they say, somber and surreal. Okay, and then when there's a shooting, a mass unaliving event, what do they say? You know what I mean? Oh, this doesn't happen in my time. This doesn't happen in my place. This stuff doesn't happen in my neighborhood. But and if you ask them, every one of them who say that it doesn't happen in your neighborhood, okay, where does it happen? Oh, I don't know. No comment. No comment. They see it happens in our neighborhood. See, that's why we live here. Okay. If I wanted to be unalive, I'll live in a ghetto next to Tyrone. Okay. So that's pretty much what they're saying. It doesn't happen in my neighborhood, but it happens in yours. I don't live there. Whatever. I don't even drive by your neighborhood. I knew a real estate agent, this oppressor. She won't even drive down the ghetto. She won't even drive past it. Okay. That's how it is. All right. Let's go to Lamentations 4:17, Bob Kushar.
On concert.
All right.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 14. Then said I, Lord God, behold, my soul has not been polluted.
That's Salakia 17. Lamentations 4:17.
Salakia, sir. Come on, sir.
No sweat. Because what's going on? We looking for some type of bat signal. It's like we're looking to the sky to see super oppressor is gonna come to save us. Captain, save a slave. That's what we're looking for. But he ain't coming. Okay, we're looking for that day for our oppressor to come and give us a helping hand. He's gonna put his hand out and reach to you just so he could put his hand in your pocket. Okay, he's gonna reach out. You're out there drowning, and you reach out your hand. He thinks you think he's about to pull you in to the boat and save you. He's like, nah. He ain't. He's pulling out his hand to grab your wallet, to grab your purse, young lady. That's what he's doing. Okay, you better not smile in front of a devil because he'll steal your gold teeth. Okay, that's what's going on. Salak, you got that verse?
Come on, sir. The book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 17. As for us, our eyes has yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. Okay, they can't buy us, they can't redeem us. Okay, but they did buy us as slaves, so obviously that's not what the verse was talking about. Okay, they can't buy our freedom. Okay, we're out here watching, we're waiting, and we're praying for a people who we think is the savior, but in truth, they are the oppressor. Okay, we're looking for the relief. We got a boot on our neck, and we're looking for the relief. We want some pressure taken off our chest, our neck. Okay, but he is the boot. He is not the you know what I mean, the help. That's not how it works. All right, let's go to the next verse, Bub Kashar.
Come, verse 18. They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our street.
Keep going.
Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come.
Good night. Okay. Ain't nothing we could do. We can't even go on the internet and do a search, right? Because he's watching everything. He knows all your search terms. He knows, you know what I mean, what you did in that you know, he's looking at the high school reunion book. He knows he got your picture, he got your profile, you know what I mean? And listen, he's gonna do everything in his power to keep you down. Okay, the fact that you're last is not enough. The fact that you make, you know what I mean, you gotta cross a continent, you gotta cross a body of water, 1,000 miles just to become an illegal immigrant, so he could pay you $3 an hour. Okay, he don't care about that. The fact that he has to pay you $3 an hour is a nuisance to him. He's upset. He's not happy that he's making a profit and he can support his family. He could support 100 families. He's not happy about that. Okay, he wants you to earn zero. Not only does he want you to work for him, he wants you to pay him for the right to work for him. Okay, he's so great. He puts himself, he exalts himself as the eagle. He's the dragon. And he is also in God we trust. All right. He is Moses and Pharaoh in the movie. Because who is above him? Who can contend with him? Right? That's what he believes himself to be. Okay, but we in the truth know that he is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Salakia. All right, let's go to Isaiah 14 and 21. Bob Kushah.
On concert. Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not ride nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with shit.
Okay, prepare slaughter for their children. Good. I didn't write this down. Okay, it's not me. It's not my words. All right, it's the Most High. All right, you can try to say, "Oh, it wasn't me." You want to act like you Shaggy. It wasn't me. Was it you? It was my great whatever. Sure, Mister Oppressor. That's fine. Okay, sure. But the Lord says you're gonna get that smoke regardless. All right, and these are such wicked bastards. One of them said, it was a camp speaking. One of them said, "Hey, if I'm condemned anyway, I might as well walk around and off everybody, unalive the whole everybody. I mean, there's no, it's curse anyway. That's how these people think. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the next verse. Salaki.
On concert. Verse 22. For I will rise up against them, said the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, said the Lord.
I will cut them off and their remnants. The remnants, the children, the offspring. Okay, people talking about, oh, it was me, or it was him, it was her. Carolyn Bryan did this 80 years ago, so she don't got to go to prison, right? And that's that. What's that guy? There's a 98-year-old Nazi who was just invited into the Canadian court, right? Parliament, what have you, and he was welcomed with open arms, standing ovation. And they were talking about, back in World War II, we defeated the Russians with the help of this man. So if we defeated the Russians in World War II, who were we? Who can answer this question? Who defeated the Russians in World War II? Or who fought against the Russians in World War II? Okay, so they didn't tell you what this means, because if you're fighting the Russians in World War II, that means you were the 14th Division of the Waffen SS Nazis, Luftwaffe, right? So people don't think, so they let this guy in there, you know what I mean? They extol him, or they praised him, right? Not even thinking about, this guy's a Nazi, all right? An actual living a member of the Luftwaffe, the Waffen SS, right? They were the pretty much the top, commanded by Herr Himmler himself, right? Heinrich Himmler. So this is what's going on in the world. Okay, you can't be a Jew, you can't be Hebrew, you can't rock your gun, your shield. You can't do none of that. You can't be straight either. That's gonna be illegal soon. You can't be that. But you could be an alphabet crew. You could be a Nazi. They're all right with that. They cool. Standing ovation. All right. Salaki.
Right.
Okay. 21. All right. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 4 and 10. Bab Kashar. Ecclesiastes 4 and 10.
Okay, sir. Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 10. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. Like it, sir. Would you like me to start at verse 9?
God.
No, sir. First Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 9. Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. Verse 10. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up.
Okay. Now that's what we're talking about. We are divided. Everybody thinks it's cool. You have your own camp. Okay, you got your own church. This is what 56 different denominations. We got what 7 different continents. Okay, well we go end that in one shot, one conversation. Okay, blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, one country, boom, that's it. Mic drop. It's over. The biggest nation on earth would be us. Okay, if you look at all the Hispanic nations, the so-called black nations, Negroes, and the nations of Native American, the Native Americans and whatnot. Okay, and that's what's going on. All right, all they do is lie to us. All right, let's go to the next verse. Lock.
Sir. Verse 12. And if one prevail against him,
Let's go to 11.
like it, sir.
11.
Verse 11. Again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone?
Now, that's just another word for teamwork. Okay, that's just teamwork. That's all it is. All right, when there's a difficult task for us to overcome, we put our heads together. We think, you know what I mean. We come up with a solution, and we make it happen. We make it work. You know what I'm saying? Just we gotta, you know what I mean. That's what before we come together, you gotta get it together. Okay, you gotta get yourself together before you even join with somebody else. How you gonna join with another nation? You ain't even got a flag. You ain't got a language. You have no agreed upon traditions and cultures. Okay, I mean, what? You know what I mean? You got nothing. Who are you gonna come together with? Okay, that's like what do you say? That's like the mom and pop store down the block, a small shop trying to get by. You probably make $1 million a year, maybe 200,000 a year. Who knows? It's a small shop. They're selling gifts and trinkets and stuff like that. Now, can that small shop come together with Walmart? Huh? How many of us have sold chocolate as kids? We got you're in elementary school, whatever, grade school, and you got to sell boxes of chocolates, right? You got to walk around, you got to, what I'm talking about. You got to sell some candies. Sometimes, like the Boy Scouts do, the Girl Scouts do. Now, how are you with your small candy business gonna go against M&M? What is it? A Hershey Corporation. Okay, you want to join with them? You don't join with them. They absorb you. That's how it works. Okay, you don't. You know what I mean? What is saying Star Trek? You don't join the Borg. The Borg, or put another way, if For those my science fiction lovers who like Richard B. Riddick, one of my favorite movies and genres and all that, series. Okay, you don't join the necromongers. They convert you. They take you. Okay? You don't join the beast. He eats you. Okay? And once he does, you become, what did they say when you join the nation? You assimilate. You assimilate. That means you become a part of him and erase who you are. Okay? What they say to our Gadite brothers? Kill the man, or no, kill the Indian, save the man. That's a direct quote, right? Well, you will say unalive the Indian today, but you get what I'm saying, right?
Right.
So they want you alive to serve the beast, but they want your spirit
Right.
gone. They don't want you to have. They don't even acknowledge spirit in any type of governmental body, right? You tell your doctor, hey, it was a miracle. He'll say, no, it was the medication, right? You tell Andrew Cuomo, it was the Lord who saved the people. Say, no, it was the vaccines, right? That's how the
Right.
brains work. You know what I'm saying? Slovakia. All right, let's go to 12, Baba Kushar.
Sir. Verse 12. And if one prevail against him, who shall withstand him? And a threefold cord is not quickly broken.
You hear that? A threefold cord is not quickly broken. Okay? That's like if you got one little piece of string, what could you do? It'll just fly in the wind. But you got a whole bundle of them. Now that's the meaning of the fasci. Well, for those who look up the word fasci or the word fascism, right? Fasci is a bundle of rods or sticks put together. You can look it up, in the Google machine. FASCI, fasci is a bundle of rods, and it's pretty much the main symbol of Roman Republic, which has been transferred to Americas and whatnot, right? It's pretty much a whole bundle of rods together is stronger than one little piece of stick with a crack and crumble by its own, right? And in my nation, my my people back in Haiti, and now on our flag it says "Union à la force," right? Union, a force out of union of many people. Another word you could say, united we stand, right? So that's another word of saying it. Okay, so two brothers stronger than one. 3, 4, 5. Good night. Okay, that's brotherhood, right? We got a little joke. We say October. We speak Hebrew in here. Okay, we observe our culture. Okay, at the beginning of the class, we say Yahweh Shem Shabbat. We blessing our brothers. That's a greeting to the brothers. We say Yahweh Shema Alatam Bashim Yoshai. We say, may the Lord watch over our sisters. Okay, we praying for our sisters. Okay, that's our language. It's our culture. It's our standard. You know what I'm saying? It's like okay. Now let's go to Psalms 49 and 6. Bab Kushar.
Book of Psalms, chapter 49 and verse 6. They that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches.
You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much describing the rappers. Okay? All they talk about is what they got and what you don't got. All day they say, I'm better than you. I got more women than you. I got better drugs than you. My suppliers are better than you. I got cars that's bigger than you. Right? That's what they talk about. Wealth, the riches, the pleasure and opulence. Okay. Now, if you really think about it, why would someone go out of their way to tell you I got a BMW 6 Series? I got a 645. You went out, you created a whole song just to tell me you drive a $44,000 car, right? That tells me how destroyed you are. How many CEOs, Wall Street managers, millionaires, billionaires who create songs or movies or literature to say how cool I am and just make us, I mean, they'll do it, but it's indirect, right? This devil will toot his own horn indirectly. He'll be put in a way where he can do it and still seem like he's classy. But us, F that. I'm better than you. I got more, man, my rod is bigger than yours. I got better shoes than you. My girl, she's an exotic. I got better weed than you, homie. Right? Everything these rappers talk about is they are better than everybody else. All right.
That's right.
Now, how many of them are talking about 401ks, saving account, going to school, doing the right thing, having a baby? One guy said, "Oh man, I'm glad I had my daughter." Oh, you know what? A rapper said, "Oh man, it was Eminem too." He said, "I'm glad I didn't abort her." That's the lyrics that they be putting out there, and these are the people that we are following. These are our heroes, so-called. You know what I mean? Our teachers and wise men. He says something cool, and then now you think he's a prophet. One rapper said, "I don't sleep because sleep is a cousin of death." Everybody thinks he's Gandhi, right? He's the new Gandhi now. It's a cool rhyme, it's a cool song, but he ain't going to camp with you. He ain't waking up early to you know what I mean. He ain't gonna pay his tithes. He ain't gonna be out there to help and support the sisters. He ain't gonna be out there to do what needs to be done to grow the truth. He gonna take your money though. Okay, you better buy that album. He won't even sign your album. You're busy. You got stuff to do. But we out here following the streets. Okay, the streets are talking, and we all here listening. It don't work that way. All right, Slocky. All right, let's go to the next verse. Bob Kashar.
Come, sir. Salaki, sir.
That's 49 and 7.
Come. And by any means redeem his brother, nor give to God a ransom for him.
Good night. By any means can he save his brother. Okay, we're talking about two is better than one, but in this case, 200 million is not better than none. Okay, he may have $1 billion, but he's not stronger or better than that young man or young woman who has $5 in her pocket, $100 in a bank account. Okay, he may have $1 billion. He may have 30 million people following him on Twitter or X or what have you, but that's not gonna save him. It's not gonna save him. Okay, Salaki. Let's go to Amos 3 and 1, Bab Kashar.
Come. Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
Keep
You
going.
only have some countries. So like it, Adawan, you want me to read verse 2?
Please. No sweat.
Verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
You only have I known, right? Like we talked about the other day, we had a feast day. Lord is smelling that. He does not smell in your solemn assemblies. Okay, well, you not smelling what you're cooking. All right, he ain't hearing your noise. People singing. Like, imagine these choir directors bending their wrist and singing all types of wickedness, and you know what I mean? He ain't hearing that. Lord ain't hearing that. Take away from me those songs. Okay, that's what's
Right.
going on. Let's go next verse.
Verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed?
Ain't that what we just talked about? Like, we can't be around those strange children. Can't be around no weirdos, some donkey headed, crazy people talking, you know what I mean? That nonsense they're doing in the world. Gotta be in here, in the truth, the home of the truth, home of the brave. Okay, the ISUPK, where we protect our people. We watch for our sisters, our kids, our mothers, our families, because that is our job. You know what I'm saying? So, lock you. Now, you can't tell me, you know what I mean, you hang out with that friend from school 8 hours a day, 6 days a week, 5 days a week, what have you, and you know what I mean? You can't tell me that his habits are not rubbing off for you. You're picking up bad habits, okay, and you doing things your parents told you not to do. You know, a lot of times parents gotta come to the detentions, you know what I mean, come try to bail you out of prison, go to juvenile hall, you know what I mean? Sometimes a fight just to keep the kids out of group homes. Because the first thing Esau want to do is separate you from your family, put you in a group home where chances of success are very low. Okay? So lock it. I just go to Exodus 23 and 2, Bab Kashar.
Bible concert, the book of Exodus, chapter 3 and verse 2.
Salakia, 23 and 2.
23 and 2. Salakia.
No sweat.
Bible concert, Exodus, chapter 23 and verse 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many, to rest judgment.
You know what I'm saying? We over here try to follow people. I remember, it was Travis Barker he was one of the pioneers of Esau who made tattoos on your neck and face popular. We never used to have that. Never used to see it. Now I'm looking at the shorty, right? She got a tattoo of a spider on her neck. You know, I'm trying to find out what she does for a living. She tells me she strips at Club Onyx. Like, good night. That's what's going on. Okay, our people were so destroyed, we're so lost. We're clinging on to a multitude of people who don't love us. Okay, and their habits, all their habits are bad, only bad. Okay, they're gonna tell you what what you shouldn't be doing. They're gonna show you what you never should have ever seen. All right, they're gonna drag you down all the way with them. And by the time you're 35, 40, whatever, what have you, you got to talk to the judge. You got to talk to your parole officer, your CO. And at that point, you start to learn, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have done that. We learn the hard way of what not to do. Okay, we don't watch the examples of other people, right? We try something new. How many times somebody tried a new thing 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, right? It's a TikTok challenge. These young kids are eating this, extremely spicy, jalapeno pepper, habanero pepper, or what have you. And you're supposed to eat it on an empty stomach and don't drink anything for 4 hours. So one kid stupidly did this. He tried something new, and that was the last thing he ever tried for the rest of his life. Be serious, my people. It's good to have fun. I was watching Rush Hour. I watch a lot of movies. I have fun. I laugh and chill with my family, my brothers, so on. Enjoy the time you spend with your sisters and whatnot. You know what I mean? We enjoy our lives. Okay, we have hobbies. We have, you know what I mean. Some of us play video games. I know some people taking music lessons. Some people taking dancing lessons. It's good. It's good. Enjoy your life, but you must be very serious about that. Okay, you can't. When we say don't play around, we mean be serious about what the Lord tells you to do and what not to do. Okay. Now there's a sequence. Um, I could give you many, many, many examples, right? But there's a sequence you got to put into let's say a bomb. Somebody is threatening to detonate an explosive device, and many people could be harmed by this action. So they call the bomb squad, okay, or the anti-terror unit task force, and they'll approach the situation with appropriate measure, right? So to look into the device, you got to put in the exact number and the exact sequence, or kaboom, it could be mass casualties. Another way you can look at it, everybody loses. Another way you can look at it, the lottery system, Powerball, Mega Millions, what even the scratch off. Okay, you got to scratch in the right way. You got to win. You got to get the numbers in the right order to get that Powerball, the Mega Millions. Okay. Oh, but you could tell me you could do anything you want to go to heaven, to be chosen by the Most High, to be called. Okay. There's a specific sequence to deactivate the bomb so everybody doesn't become unalive, terminated, vaporized. A specific sequence. Okay. Now there's a specific number you got to put in to win the lottery. Okay. Now you got a phone. There's a specific sequence or a number you got to do to unlock your phone. But you can't tell me you can't. There's a sequence, a code, right? And the Lord tells you the code. No shrimp, no crab, no lobster. Don't do crazy things with another man. Okay, don't become a feminine man. Don't become a loose woman. This is the code. That's the code. All right, that's the instructions, right, to deactivate the demon. That's how you kill the demon. That's how you kill the bomb. That's gonna blow up and take everybody with you. Okay? Observe the Sabbath. Observe the holy days. What does that mean? Party. That's what, observe the holy days? I'm partying. Except for the Feast of Atonement, right? Every feast day is a party day. Brothers and sisters come together, fellowship, hand in hand, in one spirit. You know what I'm saying? We out here to do what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it. Right? But if you look at what the pastors tell you, you could do whatever you want. Right? Or pastors sound more like T.I. every day. Right? Because you could do whatever you like. Isn't that what they say? Okay. All right. Listen. You could be a sinner. You could do drugs. You do whatever you like, as long as you put the money in the coffers. Put the money in the little thing. Like pay your tithes. Okay? And say 6 Hail Marys. You know what I mean? Do 4 push-ups. And that's it. You're okay. Right? But not here. But we serve the Lord in spirit and in truth. Okay, with that, Pastor Class 2 Precinct Officer, the Posh Kaya. Clap it up.
This is Ahch-Tober security announcements. We're the Ahch-Tober started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come to the school, they are living for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to set themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. My Isra, that means 10 in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny in increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offer priest, not mandatory. What's the amount you like to give? The next whole convocation is going to be the Feast of Tabernacles. It's going to be on the 15th day of the 7th month. It's going to be the space of 8 days. It's going to start Friday, September 27th, sundown. We're also having the closing of the feast. It's going to be Saturday, October 7th, sundown. You also can find it in the book of Maccabees, chapter 4, verse 52 to 61. Remind Akim Al-Wakian to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pant, headband, and scarf. With that, we give one curse salute to the teacher, men Israel Almighty. Give one curse salute to the teacher, men Israel Almighty. Mighty Shabbat, Almighty, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahshua Barakatah. Why do you say in Hebrew? May the Most High, in the name of Christ, bless you. Y'all in the top, give one curse salute to the sisters online. Men Israel, Almighty Shabbat, Almighty, Barak, Yahweh Shema El Taba Hashem Yahushua. Well, I just said to the sisters online, may the Most High watch over you in the name of Christ. Y'all in the top, me hands down, class dismissed.
For so long you've been sighing and crying, begging for justice, and here the Lord is bringing you justice right here to your streets.
City eyes.